I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Hello collectors, and welcome to the Discount Action Figure Dude channel. I am your host, Christopher. And never has the disclaimer that we run at the beginning of these videos been truer than it is on this day, because for reasons, we have purchased this. I am not a TMNT collector. I certainly am not a Cobra Kai collector, but it was on sale for $9.99 at Ross's discount clothes store. Dress for less. And it is a viable, I mean, you know, these are two very viable franchises. Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles, Cobra Kai. The least we can do is take a look at it. So here goes the front of the box. A Daniel LaRusso, as played by one Ralph Macchio. If you want to see a good Ralph Macchio movie, might I suggest Crossroads from 1986. Here goes the other side of the box, featuring Michelangelo. Here goes the back of the box, featuring the other characters in the wave. Let's get a little focus in case you want to read some of this stuff. Leonardo and Blue Beetle, Raphael and Creasy, Donatello and Johnny Lawrence. And of course, the one that we have on this day, Cobra Kai. Now, like I said, I paid $9.99 for this. I have no earthly clue what it went for when it got released, whenever it got released. I know that if you look online, there are varying prices for this thing, from $15 to like $70 at Walmart. Don't pay that. But let's say that we cut this bitch open and see what's inside. And here we are with Michelangelo and Daniel LaRusso in all of their glory, with Michelangelo and his nunchucks. I had to wedge his one set of nunchucks in between his two fingers there because he doesn't want to hold them in his other hand. And Daniel LaRusso doesn't come with any accessories. But I guess, you know, when you know how to kick ass, you don't need any accessories. But let's say we take a closer look at these guys. Does anybody know why turtles are fighting Cobra Kai? Is that a thing that I should be aware of? We went ahead and took off Mikey's gi. It looks very uncomfortable, and at least this way we can see his, you know, monogram belt and his you know, rather dope half shell. You know, because I think that's the way, you know, Michelangelo would want it. So what do we have to say about these figures? They seem to be pretty basic action figures, as far as I could tell, but they seem to get the job done, I guess, as far as articulation and things of that nature. You know, I am pretty sure that this doesn't compare to anything that NECA is putting out as far as okay, Mikey, let's stand up. As far as a Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtle. And I am not sure who else is making Cobra Kai figures. I believe Hasbro has attached some Cobra Kai figures to the Power Rangers line. Dang. I mean, you know, there's double jointed knees, there's single jointed knees, and then there's whatever this is. Goodness gracious. Come on, Daniel LaRusso. Clearly, I was going to see if I can get Daniel LaRusso to do the crane. But I don't think the crane is in this dude's future. Because he can't get his knee up. No crane. No crane. If we can't do the crane, then do we even have a Karate Kid figure? Okay, being too hard on him. I'm sorry, Danny. I'm sorry, Daniel-san. You know. Let's see. What's the likeness to Ralph Macchio? This certainly looks like random Italian kid, I guess. If that, random frightened Italian kid. Okay. But I do like the textures and what this his gi is made out of. If, you know, he could do things like bend his knees, this would come in handy. It's pretty nice. Stretchy. You know, it's like it can do something, you know. But of course, he can't bend his knees. Anyway, Michelangelo doesn't have such problem. Michelangelo can bend his knees. Can't lift them too high. But Michelangelo, I don't know if he can do the crane either. I don't know. And his foot just fell off. And it just fell on the floor. I wouldn't have minded an open hand for Daniel-san either, because then he could have held one of these nice little nunchucks. They're not as nice as the nunchucks that Bruce has back there. But, you know, if he had open hands, we could have, and there he goes. So, I guess if you're trying to collect Cobra Kai and TMNT on the cheap, these Playmates figures might be the best way to go. I'm pretty sure that me getting these two figures for $10 is not an outlier. I don't think I'm special. I think anybody could probably find the whole way for probably not a lot of money. Because these are some pretty basic ass action figures. And that's not a bad thing for someone who needs basic ass action figures. How do we decide the value of this? I don't know. But considering that I personally don't collect TMNT, this would be the only one I have, and I don't collect Cobra Kai, for me, it has very little value.